guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've been happy, amazing and positive. Today I have for you guys a Christmas makeup tutorial. This is really good for wearing on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. I think it's really fun to do Christmassy themed makeup. Every year I try to change it up a little bit and do like really nice creative looks. This is going to be super easy though, because I know that a lot of people don't have time to sit there doing this and that. So I've just decided to keep it really simple, and I'm sort of going to go through with you step by step how to do it so that you guys don't get too confused and worried that you may not be able to do the look. I've already prepped my face. I've put on my moisturizer, primer, foundation, concealer. I've baked as well. I've done my eyebrows and I've put a powder over the top. What I'm going to do today is sort of a really easy cut crease, and I've got a couple of tips that I've learned over the years. It's going to be half a cut crease. It's not going to be the whole eye, and I'll show you how to do it easily. Try it out. I think you will enjoy doing it. It's really fun. It's a very defined look. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to get into it. This is what I'm using first. It's a vegan brand, not tested on animals. I'm going to get a fluffy brush like this. Big fluffy brush. I got this from Mecca. First of all, really important step is just get a shade that's sort of close to, literally as I was lifting up this palette, I like freaking scratched. I scratched that one. Anyway, just get a color that's close to your natural shade. I'm gonna go with the one right there. I'm just gonna grab a little bit, not too much, just a little bit, like, so I'm gonna grab that much and just tap off a little bit of the excess so it doesn't go flying everywhere. So when you tap it, just gently tap it. You don't need to bang it on anything. I did that a lot and then I realized there was like no product on my thing. Okay, so I've got my mirror here. Hopefully it doesn't get too much in the way. So I'm gonna start off a little bit outer corner, just here. And I'm gonna work it slowly, ever so gently, buff it out into the crease like that. I was gonna do one eye already done, but I don't want you guys to have this sort of expectation on how it's supposed to look. It's not supposed to look perfect. This is just a bit of fun on Christmas Day. I know that anytime I look at a tutorial and the person's done one side of the face already, I'm just like, oh no, I have to make sure it looks like that. And then I'm really disappointed with my work. I've decided to go through it step by step just so that you guys can see my process and see how I'm actually doing it. All I'm doing is just I'm sort of blending it over a little bit just so that it transitions into a really nice shade. The next one that I'm going to go in with is this brown here, just a little bit. Very light hand, and just gently move it on like that. Make sure you smoke it out more towards the edges and sort of bring it out if you want as well. Creates like a nice little effect if you just bring it out. Don't do it straight away as you put product on it. It's going to be a whole mess. When you've got excess product on your brush, that's when you bring it out like that. When there's almost nothing on your brush. Don't know if you can tell, but it's supposed to be very light. Doesn't have to be perfect. Mine's not perfect right now. Just go with it. Go with what you think is right. Next, I'm going to go in with this red, and that's going to be the main Christmas color. I'm going to use a smaller brush like that. Yes, it's dyed because I always use colorful eyeshadows on this. So, okay, so I've got the product on my brush, tap it gently, and then start at the inner corner, just there, and gently tap, sort of push the product into the crease. Please don't use a lot of color straight away. It needs to be very light. You've got to be very patient. Otherwise, it's just going to be a big mess. It's going to look patchy and it's not going to be hot. All right, so I'm just going to bring that in to the crease. And like I said before, with the excess, you can just sort of push it out. This is from Morphe, by the way. You can probably tell that it's building up now. You don't have to worry about if you get product on this side of your lid, because we're going to be concealing that with concealer to make that little cut crease, so you don't need to worry about it looking like a hot mess, because I guess it's supposed to look like that for now. Pack it on very gently. You don't want too much fallout. I mean, if you're someone that likes to do the foundation after the eyes, doesn't really matter. But because I've already got my foundation done, I have to do it that way. Otherwise, I just don't feel complete. So, and then I'm going to go back to this blending brush that we used earlier and just blend it out like such. I haven't done my eyebrows in like 3 months, but I thought I'm just going to grow it out. You get too fixated on how your eyebrows are supposed to look. So I'm trying to just accept it for what it is right now. And just put a little bit more product and go in circular motions. Blend, blend, blend. It gets worse before it gets better, right? With everything in general. Okay, so now we're going to stop putting in the red. If you feel like you've got harsh lines, one really cool trick that I've learned is you go back in with a shade that looks very similar to your skin color and just go over that, gently swipe back and forth. The harsh lines will literally disappear. It is the best trick ever. Because I know a lot of people give up with very blended looks because they find that they're not blending properly. I'm going to stop doing that. This is the part where people get very, I guess, nervous. You don't need to be nervous. Let me tell you one thing. I think it was Michael Finch that I learnt this from. I don't know. To get your concealer, I'm just going to put like that much in my hand, a little bit on like that, and make sure it's got even amounts of concealer on the brush. You want to make sure that you don't have too much on one side and too little on the other. So just evenly distribute that and smooth out the brush like that, because sometimes it becomes a little bit out of shape. And then what you do is you put a little bit on your lash line as such, like that. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. So what you do now is you look down and then you look up as far as you can go, and you can sort of see that it's stamped on. You probably can't see it on camera, but you'll see it when you do it. It's like a little stamp up at the top. So when you do that, that gives you your guide on where that concealer is going to go. So now I'm just going to fill in my lid as you were doing eyeshadow, but just tap it on like that and then bring that up to where that stamp is. Blend it over the red a little bit, not too much, because remember this is half a cut crease, not a full cut crease. And try to work a little bit fast if you can. It's not too important, but because some concealers dry very easily, that's it. Literally took me 1.5 minutes. So now what I do is I get a deeper green. I've got the Wet Palette by Bretman Rock and Colourpop. I'm just going to get a normal eyeshadow brush like that. Just a little bit. It is quite deep and I don't want it too deep, but I do this so that the color that I'm going to put on doesn't look patchy. Very, very thin amount. Just going to go in with these greens that I have. I'm going to go in with this one because it's more Christmassy green. Tap a generous amount onto my brush and put that all over the concealer. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing up those shoes of fun. Don't overthink it. All you're doing is just putting the color onto the concealer. That's it. What I've decided to do is I'm going to go in with this gold a little bit, and I'm going to put it just after the green finishes. I'll brush like this, and I'm going to pack on the gold. You can see that. And then I'm gonna tap it on. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells time and jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. I've got some gold eyeliner here, and I'm gonna just go over that, fan it. Now I'm going to go in with a liquid eyeliner. Now I'm not going to talk doing this because I'm going to stuff it up. So I'll just fast forward this. I've decided to put a little bit of this red into the gold. I feel like the gold is a little bit too much for my liking. So I'm just going to tap a little bit of like the red, what it's called Mercy. I'm going to just tap that a little bit on top so it doesn't look too dramatic. It gives it a little dullness to it. I felt like if you just looked at my eye, all you would see is the gold. Now I'm going to do my lashes, so I'll see you in 1 minute. While that dries, I'm going to work on the bottom lash line. I'm going to get a little brush like this, Exact Blend E34. Best brush for the bottom lash line. Now I'm going to just go in with some of that red that we use for the outer corner. Get onto this. Connect it on a little bit, just swipe it out a bit. So that's probably as much as I'm going to do. And I'm going to put mascara on the bottom lash line as well. I'm going to go do the rest of my face and I will see you guys in about 10 minutes. Hey guys, so I'm back. I've done both of my eyes. I hope you guys like it. I actually don't use eyelashes. I really don't like the feel of them, but of course you can wear eyelashes if you want. I don't usually do like a big bold lip when I've got such crazy eyes going on, but hello, it's Christmas, like who cares? This is from BYS. This one is a lip liner pencil called Crimson. And this one is called Berry Sweet Velvet Lips. It is literally the best lipstick ever. I've tried so many lipsticks and it's so cheap. It's like $7 and it will last you ages and you will never need to top it off. Let me tell you that much. Just gonna go in with the pencil. I do like to fill in my lips a little bit with the pencil as well. And now I'm just going to go in with this. That is the final look. I hope you guys like it. I know it's really crazy, but hello, it's Christmas and we can do whatever the hell we want. Let me know if you've got any questions about this look. It is really, really easy. Just remember not to overthink it. I know there's heaps of makeup tutorials out there with like, you know, Christmas trees and baubles and snowflakes, but I just thought that a lot of people don't have the steady hand. I know I don't have the steady hand to do that. So I just thought I'd keep it really simple while keeping it really nice and fun. I hope you stay happy, amazing, and positive, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.